go get a tour of the Pagani factory. Look at the material used on this. This is how it cools the rear brakes through that vent. I can't get over it, man. It's so stunning. Headed over to the Pagani factory, which is just 18 minutes away from the Lamborghini factory, and the Ferrari factory is only about 30 minutes away from us. So safe to say we're in automotive heaven right now, in the outskirts of Italy. I still cannot get over that. There's like this village, this village town is what created the greatest supercar brands in the entire world. Unbelievable. I cannot wait to see the Pagani factory. I'm very, very excited to see what they have in store. It's only a dream of mine to own a Pagani. One day I will, hopefully within the next 2 years. But for now, I feel like, you know, I'm in an outclassed place. So I spent a lot of time on my hair trying to make myself look good, and it actually came out horrible. Yeah, let's see what Pagani has in store for us. Alright guys, the only difference I've noticed so far is that this feels more industrial. We're definitely not a farmland anymore. We're not in
a quarter mile.
We're not in the boonies anymore.
Right. Pagani factory too.
Oh yeah, Pagani factory. You can tell that Horatio is classier. I'm definitely, you know, just from looking around, you feel like this is a classier place, and that resonates onto the company. Obviously, Pagani is classier than Lamborghini. I wouldn't say it's more classier than Ferrari, but definitely classier than Lamborghini. And you can tell just from the location that this place is a little more upscale. We're actually early. We're like 15 minutes early. Can't believe I'm early for once. I'm really proud of myself. Pagani factory is usually like, wow, this guy came in early. He's got a goofy hair. I know, it's blasphemy. I brought a Lamborghini to a Pagani factory. Whoa. I guess these guys all heard me. Okay, the gate opened. Maybe they're expecting me. I don't know. Alright, we just met up with Julia, the PR of Pagani. We're getting a tour. Let's check this out. Look at this. Carbon fiber everywhere. Can you tell the difference between Pagani and Lamborghini now? This is insane. Even the bathroom is top class. Let's go get a tour of the Pagani factory. Alright guys, this is John Luca. He's giving us a tour of the museum currently. John, before we get started, which one is your favorite car here?
Definitely the Zonda 5 Roadster.
The interior of this car. Mark, you have to get the interior of this car. This car is the epitome of elegance and class.
Over here we have the Zonda F Roadster. I really like the color.
So first, you guys came out with the C12, and then the Zonda S, and then the Zonda F,
and then
the Zonda R, and the Cinque finally.
But this is actually specialized for the UK, because as you can see, like the handles are on the right side.
On the right side, yeah. I just noticed that. That's weird. Right-hand drives on the until side. This is the Zonda S. The Zonda F has 3 tail lights. We'll see on that one over there. This is the older design. This one is a 2003. The Zonda C12 came out in 1999. That was the original one. Obviously, every generation they progressively got aesthetically nicer and much, much faster. You can tell from the banners they have over there. In 2002, the Zonda S ran a 744 at the Nürburgring. The Zonda F ran a 732 in 2005. In 2007, it ran a 727. The GT3 RS, believe it or not, is faster, except when you get to the Zonda R. 647. in 2010. That is insane. I cannot even believe, like, imagine how fast that is.
Okay, this car is actually Zonda R, which means translate into Zonda grandmother. Basically, what they do is they will like, this is the car where they test out all the new parts. So because it's kind of like you can like deconstruct and you can construct it back. So they will like add new parts and like that's why it looks very modern. But this car itself has traveled over 550,000 kilometers already, and it's like.
This is chassis 1, correct?
Yeah.
Like you were saying, this is the original Zonda. Every time they've enhanced the car, you know, the body panels, they just put new ones on top of it, and they test it out on this car. It looks like a brand new car. You cannot tell that this has 500,000 kilometers on it. See, this is what I meant by the 3 tail lights. You can slightly tell the difference.
This is the only fire we have in this area. And this one's actually like very special. Like Pagani's, this is only for Pagani like special clients. So really few people can buy like this kind of model with the way like how they open the door upwards.
The gold ones, yeah. Look at the material used on this. Just looking at it, you can tell that it's the finest leather in the entire world. Mark, what do you think of this, man?
It's beautiful, man. That's actually my favorite color interior.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I used to hate it, but it's like my top. Well, cinnamon is my top. This is my second favorite.
So like the seats are actually like specially designed to like suit the client's like back structure. So they like this. Every seats are a bit different, as in like.
Really?
So give comfort to.
When you buy a Pagani, you come in, they test fit you, and then they build a seat around you.
Yes. And
amazing.
You can like request for specific leathers. Okay. So for example, like people will like sometimes ask like, oh, we want ostrich leather, and they'll like try to find a way to design one for you.
Wow.
One thing special about Huayra is they don't have spoilers, and they have like these
active aero.
Yeah.
There was a video on it, so these front flaps they come up and down.
The Wonder features active aerodynamics. A control unit monitors
very cool.
This is ultimate goals. It's carbon top. I've seen, I don't know what it is. Like I've seen a couple at car shows, right? I've seen them at Geneva Auto Show, but up close and personal, like it feels more intimate, and you get to see all the details, and you really, really, really appreciate the car. How different is this than a Lamborghini? On the Lamborghini Sicel, right?
Yeah.
So the actual factory is behind these doors. We have to put the camera away. Same reason Houston and I aren't releasing any pictures of our hypercar. You know, you got to keep everything hush hush. You don't want the competition to mimic whatever parts you're creating. So privacy behind these doors. We're gonna put the camera away. Mark and I are gonna get a tour, and we'll come back afterwards.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Thank you.
I need a second lap of this. Mind blown in the factory. Like the assembly line. It's, how do I put this into words? It looks like it was a laboratory. They weren't wearing lab coats, but if they were, it would fit in. It seemed like it was a scene out of a movie. Everything was too perfect. It looked like it was staged, but it wasn't. People were actually working in there. Guys, I wish we were allowed to film inside, but unfortunately we aren't. But the fact that we were able to see it has motivated me to push myself even more now with Houston and making our own hypercar. Like small details like this, like the red carbon. After seeing how red carbon and colored carbon was made, it's now it stands out even more. Full titanium exhaust. So fun fact, something I didn't know. Horatio made titanium carbon. They showed us the weave upstairs. They use that for the interior. It's very strong, but it's heavy, so they don't use it for the exterior. You want to open the door and get inside. So this car right here has 550,000 kilometers, 500,000 kilometers on it, but it looks like a brand new car because they keep updating the car. So that's the cool thing about Pagani or any of these bespoke hypercars. Every single piece can be interchanged with something like a newer part. So this Huayra, for example, essentially if you wanted to make it look like a BC, you could. I've always been a sucker for Zondas. I love Zondas. That's probably what I want. If I had to choose one, I would go with Zonda Cinque, but obviously that's like way out of my price range. So I will settle for a Zonda F in about, I'm setting like an 18-month goal for myself to get a Zonda F Roadster. That'd be really cool. Out of this world, I want to step on it. I want to go lick it. I want to touch it. I want to lick it. That's how good it looks. I want to taste it. Like I don't think, you know, like you've always like put a belt in your mouth, or you know, you tasted leather before, right?
Yeah.
Right? The shoe, whatever. When you're a kid, all right? I feel like this would be a whole different taste.
That could be, hey, that could be title thumbnail. You wanna go and give it away?
I like a Pagani at the Pagani factory. Oh, no one's looking. Let's go check out the rest of the cars. From all these cars here, believe it or not, the only car that is faster than the GT3 RS, my GT3 RS around the track, is this one, the Zonda R. This one ran it at 6 minutes 47 seconds, and the GT3 RS ran it at 6 minutes 56 seconds. So just like 10 seconds faster.
Wow.
I will say this though, if Pagani, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, if they put Michelins on, Cup 2 Rs, this car would be about another 15 seconds faster. The Cup 2 and the Cup 2R make a 20-second difference at the Nürburgring. Because Pagani is Italian, I'm assuming that's why they're sticking with the Italian brand tire. This is how it cools the rear brakes through that vent. But normally, normal cars, anything that's not a Pagani, it's gonna be plastic. Pagani is just the lord of carbon. Can you squeeze the camera through this hole? Zonda engine, wire engine, twin turbo V12, 7.3 liter naturally aspirated V12. They are all made by Mercedes-Benz AMG division. I can't get over it, man. They're so stunning.
They are.
Look at the orange. Yeah, I had an orange LP640, but my orange didn't look like this. It's just the shade of orange, the shade of the colors. Everything's just so colorful here. Right? Like it's out of this world. Like that blue, that's not blue. That's Pagani blue. That's a different blue. Last piece of the tour, Pagani made this F1 style race car that he raced in an Argentinian league, which he won. After that, he moved on to work for Lamborghini. He moved to Italy, worked for Lamborghini, and then broke off and started his own place. I guess that is the end of this tour. Guys, from all these cars in this factory, in this museum actually, which one would you pick? Comment below. I personally will take the Cinque. I think I've said it a gazillion times already, but I'm interested to see what everyone's taste is, because every single one of these cars, even though they're similar, they're very, very different. So comment below, let us know. We have got to go.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we are late. We gotta go. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. I almost walked into the wall.
Peace.